everyone, I'm Atelier Toka, Spear Alchemist or Tasker, and we're back with more online races in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And this time I really do want to use a bike for this race. And I'm not feeling like a particularly creative mood right now. Oh, but this time I actually have a drink with me. It's Mountain Dew, which I probably shouldn't be drinking, because regular Mountain Dew tends to not agree with me too much. Communication error. Or what?
Let's go.
Okay. We got booted out of the room as soon as we were going to get ready for a race. Okay, so I don't know why that happened. Okay. And so this time around, I know I want to go for. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's going to happen sometimes, but that's the first time in a long while. You know, honestly. Okay, so it's on Merry Mountain. 150. That shouldn't be too bad. Well, let's just get this started. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. All I get is the speed mushroom. Oh no, is this going to be like yesterday where the RNG gets really stingy with how many speed mushrooms it gives me, and I miss my iron box. That's frustrating when that happens. As it always is, and I hit a banana peel, that doesn't help. God. And of course it's more speed mushrooms, because that was practically all the game wanted to give me yesterday. And I actually meant to do some grinding today in Deerfield, but I just kind of forgot. I ended up playing some Dynasty Warriors 9, and that game really does not feel like Dynasty Warriors. I mean, a lot of the appeal of the Dynasty Warriors game is the feeling that you're in a large-scale battle. Hell, and can mow down on a whole bunch of enemies. And the game features like tactical elements, and how you can respond to various different situations. Things like what the enemy is planning, and how you can help in allied operations. Things like the fire attack in the Battle of Red Cliffs, the Battle of Cherry Bean. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese names sometimes. I struggle with that. And with Dynasty Warriors 9, I think the voice actors really don't seem to agree with how certain names are pronounced. I understand. Dynasty Warriors 9 is actually a downgrade in terms of in terms of English voices. Dynasty Warriors 4 through 8 actually had pretty good English voices. It was both 9. And they went with a much cheaper voice crew. Who that also doesn't really sound as good. It doesn't sound as good. But it's a much weaker voice cast compared to the past games. Games from 4 and on. And Jean Chiao sounds like Marvin the Martian. Like, he literally sounds like Marvin the Martian. And I heard that and I was like, why does he sound like that? Why does he sound like Marvin the Martian? And just why? Hey, it just comes off like a choice. That the actor actually made. I mean, like, somebody actually decided, hey, yes, this is how this character should sound like. Like Marvin the Martian. I'm harping on that so much. I mean, the open world really does not do anything good for the Dynasty Warriors formula. Dynasty Warriors' core combat system on its own isn't enough to carry a game. Hey man, I was actually talking about this with my brother and he saw me playing and started commenting on it. You're talking about how what makes Dynasty Warriors 9 work isn't just fighting a whole bunch of enemies on screen at once. It's also the fact that you're in a large-scale battle. And on PS2, Dynasty Warriors games actually made the large-scale battles feel like large-scale battles and small maps. Maps are relatively small maps. They weren't open world, but they worked because they weren't open world. And Dynasty Warriors 9 just kind of proves that it was because of it not being open world and not in spite of it that the idea worked. Because as back on PS2, Dynasty Warriors was billed as tactical action. Like, you're part of an army in Dynasty Warriors games. And it's not just plowing through legions of enemies. You also have to work with the allied officers. Take part in the commander's strategies. And make sure you don't end up with anybody falling or retreating from the battle on your side. Right? While also whittling down the enemy's force to decrease their morale. And honestly, I feel like some of the later entries kind of emphasize that those tactical elements less. In favor of just focusing on the direct combat aspects of the formula, which really aren't as interesting. Without the tactical elements that actually make it could feel like a large-scale battle. And oh, geez, we're on 200cc yet again. And I am not looking forward to this. And with Dynasty Warriors 9, I mean, the open world actually makes it feel less like a large-scale battle. Because you're just wandering around on this big flat field. Traveling to the battlefield and finding smaller skirmishes. Is to fight. It doesn't feel like a large-scale battle in Dynasty Warriors 9 because the gameplay doesn't make it a large-scale battle. No, it just makes it a bunch of tiny skirmishes that are relatively close to each other. And they let you make the main mission easier by doing side missions. But even then, it doesn't feel like a large-scale battle. It just feels like you're playing Assassin's Creed, trying to pose as Dynasty Warriors. And it doesn't even do that. The thing is there isn't actually anything to justify the open world in Dynasty Warriors 9. I mean, you could farm for materials, but it's as simple as just going up to them, picking them up, just like you would in with any sort of power-up in a Dynasty Warriors game. And so, that's just kind of nothing. And they add a bunch of animals on the field for hunting, but hunting functions the exact same way as combat. Like that. And they brought back the bow and arrow as a secondary weapon. But you're not really going to get a whole lot of opportunities to use that. Unless you really try to experiment, which there's no real point where you're going to need to. And it just doesn't feel like Dynasty Warriors. I mean, quite frankly, Dynasty Warriors pretty much perfected its formula on the PS2 in its early entries, really. And there's only so much you can do to expand on that. It perfected its formula on PS2, and then in the 7th generation, it started to gradually move away from the aspects that gave it its challenge. And now at Dynasty Warriors 9, we've got a game that basically he misses the point. And it's like Koei Tecmo doesn't even seem to understand. And it's what makes their own flagship franchise cool. doesn't feel like I think the developers actually understand and what made Dynasty Warriors fun. Oh, jeez. I don't know what speed class this is at, and I didn't love it. Like, I was too distracted by top of the hand. Oh, whatever. If I lose points, I lose points. I lost so many yesterday that I kind of don't care about my score. And quite frankly, I just played this game in between story chapters and the long JRPGs I'm playing, so I don't burn out. I was going to get back to the topic of Dynasty Warriors, but now I'm not really sure what to mention. And the thing is they are actually still able to make good games with the Warriors formula. And I have free hopes on the Switch, and I have it physical. Well, and that is actually really good as a spin-off of Free Houses. And even Samurai Warriors 5, for all the issues people have with that game, I still found stuff in that game to enjoy. I'm actually thinking, I have the Berserk game they did on PS4, or digitally. I have it digitally, but I've never played it. They did. I've got so many games both digitally and physically, that's hard to find time for them all. It's hard to find time for them all. Stuttering. Then again, when am I not? And I have actually gotten the idea in my head a few times to actually try to move Berserk in the Band of the Hawk as a blind Let's Play. Okay, once I finish one to two playthroughs I'm working on right now, but I don't know, it's not a definitive plan or anything. Quite frankly, I still don't know what I am going to do after my current two playthroughs. Because I've also played the idea of Samurai Warriors 5, Final Fantasy 7. I do definitely want to try to LP some shorter games eventually. And, part of me doesn't want to. He doesn't actually want to go right on ahead from two really big long games and right on over to another really big long game and would rather do a couple shorter games first. But I don't know. My mind just kind of goes from one idea to the next. And I can't be certain what I'll do after that. Because it is still a good while away. But at this point, I definitely know that Shining Resonance will definitely be finished before Dia Field is. Probably. That's how things are looking like. It's the way things seem to be. It's the way things seem to be going. I can never keep my words clear. Why do I always have such a problem with avoiding stuttering? What the hell is wrong with me? That's just kind of a me thing. You can get hit by a red shell as soon as I'm about to land. And not even as soon as I land, as soon as I'm about to land. That's just a me thing. Now I'm just putting myself in a bad mood. Honestly, if I was in that bad mood, I wouldn't be recording right now. It's only about a couple hours till midnight, so I almost decided not to do the video today, but I wanted to. I really did want to. I really do want to meet the quota of 4 videos a week. I know I was slipping just a little while ago. 2 weeks where I was only putting out 2 videos. When I was finishing up Chapter 5 of Shining Resonance. I kind of don't want that again. And I want to keep my quota of 4 videos a week. That's been my quota since I first got back to doing videos. Videos in, what was it, September? Yeah, so it's been well over half a year already. Honestly, though, the game I would love to LP more than anything in the world is Persona 4. Or, like, the game I want to Let's Play more than anything is Persona 4 Golden. But if I'm being totally honest, I don't entirely feel confident enough to do that. Because I did play through Persona 4 on my own time. Because a decade ago, I played through the original version of Persona 4 on PS2 in 3 different playthroughs. One where I got the bad ending, and 2 where I got the normal ending. And I never finished Golden on Vita. So I do definitely want to have at least one full playthrough of Golden on Switch before I get ready to try to LP that, but Persona 4 is definitely the game I would love to LP the most out of anything. Anything in the future. And another game that I would like to LP one of these days that I've become a really big fan of is Trails of Cold Steel. You know, I'm still on Cold Steel 2. Ooh, I need to get back to that. Because Trails of Cold Steel is a game series that I have absolutely fallen in love with this year. Well, really, last year was when I started on it, and this year, I actually finished the first Trails of Cold Steel. I started on the second. And I do actually want to finish the second within the year. And Trails of Cold Steel also features my favorite JRPG protagonist in a long time, which is Green. I don't know if I mentioned this in video yet. But if you want to know right now who my favorite girl in the Cold Steel games is it's Emma. I adore Emma. So I'm on to my lap, and I'm actually not doing too bad. Well, so much for that. That was nice while it lasted. Star. Wonderful. Okay. I do honestly feel like one more race. And of the two characters from games in recent memories that have gone by the name Crow. So I do actually like Crow from Trails of Cold Steel a lot more than Crow from Persona 5. Oh yeah, I'm saying that. I mean that. I like Crow Armbrust more than Goro Akechi. You could go ahead and flame me in the comments. But speaking of Persona 5, I do actually know about the domain for Persona 5T, and I honestly don't feel comfortable guessing at what that might be. I don't know what the T could stand for. Or aside from... Honestly, I don't know. Oh, I've seen a lot of people try to guess tournament, like for a fighting game. But I'm a little skeptical about that. How? Oh, whatever. I know Arena Ultimax had a re-release last year, but if I'm being totally honest, unless I don't really think it means anything for the future, unless I see an explicit announcement otherwise. But whatever for the P5T domain is for, it's a way better kept secret than anything else Atlas seems to have in the pipelines for the near future. Because I tried Googling it and I found no leaks at all for what it could be. In the back of my head, that I kind of had this idea, that maybe it's for an international console release for the Chinese mobile spin-off. Once it got announced, but I don't actually think that's the case. If it was, it would be a little funny, but I still feel like it would be pretty surprising, even if it was. I don't think that's it. Oh! Hit by a lightning bolt as soon as I get the things that could help me actually place well in this race. Oh well. So, back to what I was talking about. Yeah. Persona 5T domain. I have no idea what that could be for. Or if there were no leaks I could find that would give any sort of clue as to what that could be. Yeah. But that's definitely going to be enough of online races for tonight. So until next time, I am Atelier Toka, Spirit Alchemist or Tasker, and I am going to go touch grass.